Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. I have good news. We have found. Dun, 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 dun. Where am I? Okay, right there. We have found. I'll reveal it to you in just one moment. Coming around on it. A Nether fortress. Now, I'm not really fully set up for this. Okay, we just broke our pickaxe. We kind of had to get here. Let's see, do I have any arrows? I don't even have any arrows. This could be a disaster. Let's talk about some of the things that we could encounter in here. We're going to encounter skeletons and wither skeletons, zombie pigmen, possibly magma cubes, in areas that are open to the sky, of course, or the nether sky. We could run across ghasts, and we'll run into magma cubes and blazes. So let's see what we got here. He's going to peek around the corner there. There's a wither skeleton right down there. I see him. Now, sometimes when we kill them, they'll drop stone swords. They will also drop. This area right here is actually big enough for a ghast. It only needs a 5 by 5 by 5 area to spawn. So that area, technically, I hear a blaze. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to drop this torch right there. Here's another wither skeleton. Hello, Mr. Wither Skeleton. He'll also drop bones. He'll drop charcoal or coal. And occasionally his skull. This area right here is also big enough for possible ghasts. This area here definitely is. But it's the end of the run for that one. Yep, I heard a ghast. Time to stay away from that. There's another wither skeleton. We'd end up having to kill quite a few of these to. He withered us. He hit us. Did I bring any for? Yeah, I got some food here. Going to let that regenerate just a little bit here. Your best bet on most of these things is to take them out at range, but I don't have any arrows with me. Because honestly, I would just about given up hope on finding this. So we'll do this for a few minutes and I'll show you actually how to get here. Again, it may not be the same, in the exact same place. There should be one, relatively close to where this one is in your world. That guy took a lot of hits off of us. Okay. So this way was a dead end. And with this way and this way. We'll come this way here. We'll see what we can find down here. Four-way intersection here. Blaze. Get out of the way. Kill him if he comes around the corner. Got him. Okay. That's some weird generation happening here on this nether fortress. So that should give me no blaze rods. None? None? What? Oh goodness. That does not bode well for us. See a zombie pigman over there. Now this right here should have had a blaze spawner in it, but apparently it has spawned without, or it is generated without that spawner. There's one blaze rod. Okay, now this is actually the heart of the nether fortress. Anytime you see this right here, it's always going to have one of these. Everything else is kind of optional in how it goes. And this is actually the covered section here, the start of the covered section. Got a blaze right there. We're going to hide out right here for a sec. Actually, he doesn't seem to be... Okay, I've got some nether wart down here. We're going to take all of that. This stuff only grows on soul sand, but this was something we could have used a lot earlier in the game, because nether wart can be combined with nether brick to make red nether brick. What I'm kind of on the hunt for right now are some chests. See if I can't get any decent loot out of this thing before we have to go back. And so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Again, don't attack zombie pigmen if you don't have to. Okay, that's nothing that way. That's nothing that way. There's the chest. That's what I'm talking about. As we swing around here, double check and make sure. Flint and steel, golden chest plate, iron horse armor. I really don't need any of that right now. But as we continue along, we might find a little bit more. Again, we're not going to stay here for very long. Look at his boss, man. Why is he not dying? Finally. Holy crap. We got a blaze rod off of somebody there. See, we need the blaze rods to convert to blaze powder, which we can then combine with ender pearls to create the eyes of ender, which we have got to have. Oh, howdy, buddy. Crap, he got us with the wither effect. Thankfully, it doesn't last very long. So you'll also be able to find some random mushrooms growing here, but you can find those growing all over the nether. There's not really a whole lot of reason to actually come down here just looking for those. And you'll also find some of these little structures here with these little porches. And again, the wither skeleton hits us with wither effect. Okay, we're gonna have to cool it some because we're awful close to dying here, so I'm gonna have to avoid combat for a minute. Let this regenerate. There's an Enderman around somewhere. Yes, Endermen can spawn in the Nether. They are rare, much rarer than in the overworld. Okay, there's no chest down this hallway. And again, these things they're a little confusing, they're a little windy, and they're twisty, and it's done on purpose. It's to make them a little more confusing for you, to make it harder to get out, so it's more of a challenge. Our poor little sword is taking a beating. Now, while I was making the bridge to get over here, gas did shoot me off of the end of the bridge. So we lost all our stuff, so we're again starting over. Okay, do not hit the zombie pigman. Okay. Okay, so we come that way. Yep, we came through the heart here. Now this area should technically all be uncovered, but since it spawned down in the netherrack, and we're on fire. I love it. That guy's gonna try to track us a little bit. My interest right now is more in getting home. So I can show you guys this tunnel, and we've got our oh crap. Gonna make a miss a little bit here. Ham. We're already on fire. Ah, no. It's alright, that's alright. We can get back there. It's not too big a deal. We can get back there and salvage some, if not most, if not all of our stuff. Okay, now the direction we have to go is here. Remember I had these fence posts right there? I have to put up the railings yet. So this is always going to be a little bit sketchy. So if you're building along, that's the direction to go. Be cautious because, you know, there are going to be gas spawning and trying to shoot at you. That's just a little side island. There's nothing on it. This landmass that's coming up, I built these. Oh, crap. That's why the railings are important. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We got to go back. We're not going to get any of our stuff back. I can just tell this is going to suck so much. Anyways, what I was saying, that stairwell, there's stairs I built down. They go to a landmass that doesn't really have anything on it. This is kind of a long walk on a very narrow bridge. This represents stacks of stone. Just stacks and stacks of stone. Like I said, that goes down into a landmass that there's really nothing on it. some mushrooms, a little glowstone, you know, just your common nether stuff. See right here, I ran out of stone bricks and had to switch to granite. You just keep on going straight ahead. Whoa. I got my heart beating just a little bit. So we're gonna come back down here and we're gonna try to find our stuff. Okay, you go past through this first little tunnel, keep going straight. Come on to right here. Don't go down in that hole. You're gonna come up and you're gonna follow it around this way. I think we're gonna make our 5-minute time limit. There's nothing, don't go over that way. You're just gonna come right over here. Where was I fighting those two? There he is. Alrighty, we're gonna get up and around and out around the corner and out of his sight. See what I have left. Okay, we're gonna throw armor on. Inventory wise, I have no weapons of any kind. We'll collect that. So I did lose my weapons. I believe they may have, yep, there they are. So we're going to, fingers crossed, pick that up. There's my sword and my fish and 2 more blaze rods. I'm going to leave them there. I am going to leave those there. Chalk it up as a loss. Actually, no, I'm not. I can do this. And my fishies. My sword and my blaze rods. Where I can get into my inventory and set it up. Okay. Alright, so we saw how to get here. We're gonna have to go punk this guy. Probably have to punk him too to get out of here. Crap, there's 2 of them. Okay, we're gonna hang out over here. Come over here. Out of his view. Okay, this is where we want it to be. Alright, now we can work on getting out of here, getting some of this loot back home. Alright, cool, we got a... Sweet. We got one of those. A magma cream, that's what that is. So yeah, these places right here, they can get a little interesting. So we'll have to see if we can't at some point locate one of those blaze spawners, if there is one, and get it set up so we can just go down and just auto, you know, just, well, not really auto harvest, but just harvest out a bunch of blaze rods. Alrighty, Now, if I don't fall off the bridge this time, we should be good. We're moving at a steady clip, so ghasts are going to have a hard time locking onto us. It's kind of a long ways here. This whole process here is a little sketchy making this out here. But as we come closer, you'll see that's not the only direction I went. So here we go. We're coming up on it. And you can see, there we go. Yep, gassed. Okay, now, we went this way. That landmass that's over here, and the landmass this path right here connects to, they actually connect to each other. This one right here comes out and will eventually connect into it, so there's basically a giant U-shaped piece of land out there that doesn't have any nether fortresses on it. So, let's go take a look at this here and see what else do we need for... We need 3 pieces of cobblestone. Do I have 1, 2, 3? Yes, I do. I have 3 pieces of cobblestone. We'll make our brewing stand. Ta-da! We've got that now. That gives us something we can do now with all these glass bottles. I did not get the nether wart back, which that sucks. I'm going to take the brewing stand and put it down right there. See, we need to take the glass bottles 1, 2, 3 at a time. I've got 2 more of them right there. Okay. So I am definitely going to have to make and that was just a water bottle, right? Yeah, water bottle with no effects. Nether wart has to be the first thing that's put in there. So we're gonna put that in there, that in there. That one can go in there. I got 1 more piece of soul sand out of this somehow. Put that in there. I heard a zombie. I wonder where he could be. I don't know. So we're going to take our netherrack, 2 stacks exactly. Put these 2 pieces of coal in there. Now we're cooking down some netherrack, which will give us some more nether brick, or nether bricks. I changed the texture pack up. I took it off. I've now got original textures for the vast majority of everything. I do, however, have on the connected glass textures. They don't work together, and I was just testing it out to see. It works for the 1.1 versions and the 1.2 versions. So we'll just take this right here. Just wanted to show you guys. Where do I have my... There they are. Take those right there. Okay, so I need to make 5. 5 eyes of Ender, which we can then take down into the fortress. And put in the end portal frame. Okay. So that is mission number 1 accomplished. Was to find the Nether portal, because we cannot get to the end without finding the Nether portal, or without finding the Nether fortress. We also cannot get a beacon without without the Nether fortress, because we need wither skeleton skulls. I need 2 more. I need to get some I'm gonna get some arrows and work on getting some enchantments and some equipment built up. In the meantime, if you guys would, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and tell your friends. Spread the word so that I can keep making these videos. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.